Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is do what you want. Whew. The scripture comes from Job 24. Why does the Almighty not set times for judgments? Why must those who know Him look in vain for such days? There are those who move boundary stones. They pasture flocks they have stolen. They drive away the orphan's donkey and take the widow's oxen pledge. They thrust the needy from the path and force all the poor of the land into hiding. Like wild donkeys in a desert, the poor go about their labor of foraging food. The wasteland provides food for their children. They gather fodder in the fields and glean in the vineyards of the wicked. Lacking clothes, they spend the night naked. They have nothing to cover themselves in the cold. So here's the message. Here's the message. Here's the message. Here's the message. This is for somebody that you are in. I just feel like you are in a place where you are tired. You are sick and tired, and you sick and tired, and you tired of being sick and tired, but you sick and tired, and you 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 tired. You have been struggling to live righteously. You have been struggling to live your life correctly, and you are looking about at the wicked prance around doing as they wish. God has ordered you to do something. God has ordered you to be. I just feel like this is somebody, regardless if God has ordered you to be with a specific person, or God has ordered you to help someone, or God has ordered you to do this, that, and a third. And in the midst of you putting forth effort, it's like everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong. Everything that could possibly stress you out is stressing you out. Everything that could possibly happen to you, it is happening to you. And you tired. And I just feel like you are constantly praying to God and asking Him, why? You are like, I just feel like you are, I can see somebody that's sitting on a fence and you just want to jump over the fence and run. You tired of this. You tired of lacking clothes. You tired of being without. You tired of not having anything to eat. You tired of not having money to do things that you want to do. You tired of feeling as though you are being ran away and having to hide from this person because they can't stand you. And you got to hide from that person because they want to attack you and they want to fight you and they want to try to force you to do this and they want to convince you that you need to do that and they are trying to do this and they trying to make you feel bad for this and everything is your fault. And you tired. You tired. You are tired, and you tired of being tired. So I'm skipping forward to 24 and 21. They prey on the barren and childless women, and to no widow they show no kindness. But God drags away the mighty by His power. Though they become established, they have no assurance of life. He may let them rest in a feeling of security, but His eyes are on their ways. For a little while they are exalted, and then they are gone. They are brought low and gathered up like all others. They are cut off like heads of grain. If this is not so, who can prove me false and reduce my words to nothing? So God said, your time period of being tired is coming to an end. The time period of you having to deal with this. I just feel like this is somebody, you are so tired and you so sick of it, and you just sick of it, and you are tired, and you have had enough, and you are just, I just feel like this is like Habakkuk, when Habakkuk was like, Lord, I done sat and I done dealt with it enough. I done dealt with it enough. I have had enough. They keep attacking me, Lord, and they keep coming at me, Lord, and they doing this and they doing that, and why do you keep allowing them to go around and do these things? God said enough is enough. Enough is enough. What does it say? For a little while they are exalted, and then they are gone. They are brought low and gathered up like all others. They are cut off like heads of grain. God says he is dealing with it. He will deal with it. No longer will you have to sit around and deal with it. God said that time has come to an end. I'm being reminded of the message that this message is going to be posted, I believe, tomorrow. And that message I gave yesterday. But anyways, you are at a point where you just cannot take it anymore. You cannot take it anymore. And in reality, this is supposed to be your season of rest. This is supposed to be your season of peace. But instead of you being able to have peace, you are having to deal with the enemy steady poking you on the shoulder, begging to be rebuked, begging, poking the bear. God said that enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And that's literally the message. God is saying enough is enough. You are at a point to where you about to just jump off the fence and keep going. And you're not going to look back because you done had enough. God said he is going to put a stop to this before you get to that point. I hear a breaking point. For someone, you are at your breaking point. God does not give us more than we can bear. And you are at your breaking point. You cannot take anymore. You cannot deal with it anymore. You cannot stand by anymore. You are at a point where you cannot deal with it anymore. God said, release it. Release it. Let it go. Release it, release it, release it, release it, release it, release it. God said, let it go. God said he is standing in the way. He don't want you to even have to deal with this anymore. For some of you, it's not even a situation. God has already removed you, but you have to deal with it. You are only dealing with it because you choose to. You are only having to deal with this because you have chosen yourself. God said, if you want to let it go, let it go. It's fine. He would prefer for you to let go what is causing you all this stress and anxiety in a moment when you're supposed to have peace than for you to tell him, than for you to abort the mission that he has you on. God said that moment, that's gone. Leave it. Let it go. It's okay. It's fine. God said your season of mourning is over. Your season of anger is over. Your season of heartache is over. Your season of pain is over. Your season of torment. War is done. It's finished. It's through. God said he has pulled you out of that. Ain't no need for you to go back. You done been promoted to a new job and you working somewhere else, and people from your old job is trying to call you and ask you questions about the printer because they don't understand why every time they press this button it does this, and every time they press that it does that. You already showed them how to use that printer. That's none of your concern anymore. It is not your problem. If it's that bad of a problem, they need to buy a new printer. That point. It's none of your concern anymore. God said you don't need to stress about that anymore. Why should you still be stressing about something that don't have nothing to do with you? You at a new place, and they don't have little simple, ridiculous problems like that old place had. They had problems where the printers went out, and they had problems where the coffee machine wouldn't work at certain points of the time, and they had problems where they got a break room for you, but you can't even go to the break room and find peace, because they will come to the break room while you are on your break and tell you about things that are going on that you don't want to hear about and that you're not concerned about because you off the clock. But they come in there and they trying to convince you that you need to get back on the clock. God said, leave it there, leave it there, leave it there. Let them deal with it. Too bad. Too bad. When God had you there helping them, when God had you there and you were assisting them and you were doing everything in your power to ensure that everything went correctly, guess what? They acted as if you were bothering them, and they acted as if you were a burden on them. They decided they wanted to stress you out. They decided they wanted to follow you around and try to say every little thing you did. You decided to put, you had some gum, and the wrapper fell on the floor inside the trash can. So now they want to go and tell people, oh, you know this happened, and you know that happened, and I saw this, and I saw that, instead of taking. So I'm going to pause this right here. Because in the portion where I was just speaking, I know y'all heard where it went blank because I accidentally said something that I didn't mean to say, and I can't say it on here. However, the last time, every time typically when I accidentally say something, but I ain't mean to say it, it be the Holy Spirit trying to say something. Somebody, you need to be careful, because these people that you dealing with, they hate you on a whole different level. They want to destroy you on a whole different level. And I'm going to type in what I said. This person may have some intentions of trying to get you close somewhere, or to get you to a certain area and to get you to a certain place so they can come through and hurt you and take you up out of here, because they hate you so much. They hate you so much. They are so angry that you did not want to play their little game. And you were not okay. Like, this is somebody that wanted to have you dancing around playing musical chairs forever. They want you to be walking around like you walking on eggshells forever. They wanted you to feel as though you were just, you had no choice. That's how they feel. They feel like you should have no choice but to be near them. You should have no choice but to be around them. You should have no choice but to deal with them. And because you have made the choice that you just simply not going to do that, and they not finna make you do nothing, they are angry. And they are trying to figure out some kind of way. They are putting together any plot that they can to cause you harm. Because who do you think you are to simply go and you found another job? You're not going to treat me right here? I'll work somewhere else. Oh, you're not going to treat me right in this relationship? I'm done. I'll be by myself. Or we can get a divorce, we can break up, and I'll go and be with somebody else. I don't just got to be with you. I don't just got to work here. I don't just got to do, like, they don't like the fact that you can easily say that you don't just got to. It bothers them. It bothers them. It bothers them. This is somebody they want control. And you let them know they weren't about to control you. You let them know that you're not going to let them control you. You let them know that you're going to do what God tell you to do. Even if it's something that goes against what they asking you to do. And that doesn't sit well with them. So for somebody, you need to be careful. 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 While I was editing this video, I had a vision. I already knew I had to edit the video because I knew I accidentally said that. And then I had a vision of someone going to do something that had nothing to do with this person. Going out to some kind of event, like maybe an event at a park, an event at a church, or event, some kind of event, a family event. And these people came by doing, I can't say, I'm going to put it on the screen. And while you will not get hurt, because God is holding, he has his hand over you. He is covering you. But they will hurt other people. They will hurt other people trying to hurt you. They will cause great harm, great sadness, great heartache, trying to do something to you. And you know, while you could just be like, you know, well, I'm good. But at the same time, you know, I just feel like God is saying, this is something serious though. You need to be careful. You need to stay prayed up. And don't put yourself in a position to where you could end up in this person or these people. They range of fire. Don't put yourself, you yourself don't need to be telling them what you're doing and where you at. And you need to make sure other people that are around you are not telling them what you're doing and where you at. And if you can, avoid going places that they frequent. If you can, avoid being in an area that you know they frequent. Why would you do that? And I just feel like, even if you are feeling like this person have no reason to try to cause you harm, and they don't. In reality, they have no reason to try to hurt you. They have no reason to try to do anything evil to you. You have all rights to tell them that you don't want to live a certain way. And you don't want to work at that place anymore. And you don't want to deal with them treating you a certain way. But this is somebody that is just hell-bent on power. And they think that they should be able to tell you what you gonna do. They think that they should be able to control you. For somebody, God is saying they want to control your money. They want to control what you do, what you spend your money on, how you spend it. They want to control where you go, who you know when you go there, what people think about you when you are in these places. God said this is somebody that wants to control you, and they are bothered by the fact that they cannot control you. It irritates their demons that they cannot control you. It frustrates them. They done did this time and time again. Every relationship they get in, they are controlling people. Some of them still are controlling people they not even in a relationship with no more. This is a person, a boss, that they want to have complete control. They want to have everybody that work under them, under their thumb. And they want to know where they going, what they doing, who they doing it with. They need to know how long their break is, what they doing while they on the break. They need to know how much your check is, and they need to make sure that you got just enough to stay somewhere, just enough to get food, and that's it. They don't want you to have enough money to have a savings, because then you might go and work somewhere else, or you might start your own business, or you might do this, you might do. Baby, this is somebody that is angry. They pissed off. They mad. They are fuming that not only do they not have any control over you anymore, but they upset that you were able to chunk them the deuces and go on about your business. And they can't tell you nothing. They can't say nothing to you. And God said, leave them to him. But be careful. This is a warning for somebody. Be careful, because this person is plotting something against you. I feel that in the spirit. They are plotting something against you. And it will be something where someone will be guilting you, trying to guilt you into why you don't want to go, into guilting you on why you're not going to be there, into guilting you on this. Your safety comes first. Your safety comes first. Like, I just feel like God is saying, don't allow anybody to try to make you feel bad and make you feel like you are a villain because you didn't want to go to wherever. And, in his vision, it was kind of like, not to say that it's not something important, but at the same time, like, I just feel like at least if you miss it, it's okay if you miss it this year. It's okay if you're not present this year. You can go next year, 5 years from now, or whenever. But if you go and this person come up there acting a fool, not only will they harm you, they could harm other people. And God is saying that he is not going to allow them to harm you. So that means they're going to be up there hurting people. They will cause collision. They will cause all horrible things to happen. A 15-minute break. It went on to 17 minutes. And they got to run down to the manager office. And I saw such and such did this, that, and the third. And I don't understand why they are able to get away with that. As if you just really did something so bad. You had an emergency. And you had to go and handle that emergency. And now they going around and they complaining. And I don't understand why this person is able to do this. And why can they do that? And why can they do this? And why can they do that? And I don't understand this. I don't understand that. Leave them there. And now they have the audacity to try to call you concerning things that you already helped them with. Concerning things, you already showed them how it was done. You already taught them what you were supposed to teach them. It's over. You at a new job now. Leave that there. God said, leave that there. Leave that there. Ain't no need for you to be stressing about things that don't even concern you anymore. They not even paying you anymore. God said you're not even receiving compensation for answering your phone. Baby, they will have me all the way twisted. Because when I used to work, baby called me on my off day. I'm not answering. I'm off. Period. Okay? I'm at the mall right now. I'm spending time with family right now. I'm going out with friends right now. I have other things to do. I have other things that I am concerned with. I don't have time for what that's going on back there. Leave me alone. I'm not getting paid for this call, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, bye. You want me to pull up and help you do what? Y'all took me off y'all payroll. Why in the world would I do that? Y'all already wrote me off as unemployed. I'm not employed with y'all. So why would I go up there and try to help y'all with anything? I'm not assisting y'all with nothing. Leave me be. I got other things to do with my time. You gonna leave me all the way alone. God said you have already moved on to your next assignment. Leave that old stuff there. This new, I just feel like for your new assignment, you are in a position of peace. Why in the world would you allow the old stuff to come in and riffle up your feathers and you in a place of peace? Leave it there and let it go. God said the reason that you're dealing with this is because when you were in that position, you had to deal with this. You had to deal with watching and seeing people that they just doing all kind of wicked. They going to the boss and talking to the boss about you taking 2 extra minutes for the 15-minute break. Meanwhile, during their 15-minute break, they've been gone for 30. They going around and talking to the boss and saying you've been gone on your lunch break for an hour instead of 30 minutes. However, they haven't did none of their work. I'm thinking about when I was at a nursing home. All they call lights on. You didn't have to go to they hall several times in your shift. You had to deal with their patients several times. Things that you should not be dealing with. They trying to talk to you about why you didn't do it. And why you didn't do this. And why you didn't do that. But that wasn't even your job. But they had the audacity to go and talk about what you should be doing and why you weren't doing this and why didn't you do that and why weren't you here and why weren't you there. Why in the world would you have to give Mrs. Such and Such a shower when she is not even on your hall? But they want to pull you into it. God said you are not there anymore. You don't have to deal with that anymore. Them calling you, they calling you for no reason. Tell them to leave you alone. You got a whole new job with all new patients and all new people that you work with, and you dealing with that now. You already gave your 2 weeks notice. You already showed the new person what to do and how to do it. You did your part. And that's the message. God said the reason that they calling you is because of this here. For a little while they are exalted, and then they are gone. They are brought low and gathered up like all others. They are cut off like heads of grain. Because your boss, your old boss, realizes that same person that was sitting around running their mouth trying to say you were doing this, that, and a third, that is actually them. That same boss that was trying to get on you for not doing this and not doing that, they realized that the person that was talking about you wasn't doing this and you wasn't doing that, they are worse than you are. That part. They realized that the only reason they were fixing their mouth to say anything about you is because they were trying to cover up what they was doing. God said you ain't got to worry about that no more. Don't worry about that no more. Don't stress yourself about that no more. Let it go. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.